Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious. Idiots thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out.
Okay, hello you guys, what is up, and welcome back to my channel. So ignore the Dora hair that we got going on right now. I got out of the shower. I was supposed to film this as soon as I got out of the shower, but I ended up having like an hour-long phone call that took so long. But here we are now. We are getting this done and filmed. As you can tell by the title of this video, I kind of just want to do a bit of a life update, a little chat. I actually saw Kana, I don't really know how you say it. I saw her do this and I was like, wow, I need to do that. You guys are like my therapy, you know, whenever you need to go to like a therapy session or like meet up with a friend and just have like a nice good talk, and it's more so like you just need to kind of like get everything out, but like, and it always just helps like you click and register things in your mind. That's kind of what I'm needing right now. And I like to update you guys. Obviously I share my life online, I share it with you guys, so that's kind of what I'm wanting to do. There's certain things, and I was really thinking about this the other day. Obviously I show my life in the aspect of like health and fitness and how I'm just like really dedicated to that, and I do feel like it comes off some in the aspect of like how much I work, I guess, more so on my Instagram story versus YouTube. But I don't think I necessarily articulate too much actually how focused on my career I am. And I feel like that's because I kind of almost feel, which it's not stupid, I know that deep down, but in my head, like there's that little voice telling me it's stupid because like I say, like I'm so focused on my career, yet like, I don't know, I'm just not where I want to be, and I'm really hard on myself about that. Like my sister and I talked about this yesterday on FaceTime, because there's something, I'm not going to speak on it yet, but I'll tell you guys eventually. This is also a little side note. I've kind of learned from different things not to tell you guys, and I hate that because I don't like to keep secrets. I don't like to have you out of the loop, but in reality, like this is why so many influencers, like bloggers, vloggers do this, because it's just kind of something, it ends up needing to be done. So I don't like to tell you guys things before they happen, because if not, if something goes wrong and it doesn't happen, then always having to explain yourself to everyone, getting the constant DMs, all of that, it's really time consuming, and it kind of drains your energy. And if it's a sensitive subject or something like that you were really wanting and you didn't end up getting, and then people are constantly asking about it, it makes it 10 times harder. So I just kind of learning to keep things a little bit more private, but also I still do want to share as much as I can with you without, you know what I mean? I'm out of breath. So my FaceTime with my sister, there was something we were talking about that's happening in my life right now, and she was saying how like for my age and everything, like how proud I should be of myself, and like why am I not celebrating? Instead, last night I was sitting there stressing and working. And I mean, I know she's right, but I still do it, if you know what I mean. Like this, what's happening right now is very, very exciting and stuff, and like I guess like a great achievement per se, and like getting almost like the stepping stones of this great achievement. And I just kind of, instead of being proud of myself and kind of just like staying in that present moment and really acknowledging that, instead I was then stressing about like what I'm doing next, like what's the next thing. And that's how I always am, not just with the thing I'm talking about, but also anything in like more so my career. Like when my Instagram started growing, I remember thinking as soon as I hit 10K, and I know the number is not everything, but I'm not gonna lie, whenever you pour your heart and soul for years into something, and then like when it finally starts to grow and you want it to get to a point, because growing the followers, it's not about the money, it's how many people you're impacting, and it feels good to know that you're like reaching that many people. And for some reason in my head, like a lot of people do, I thought in my mind, I was like, once I hit 10K, that's gonna be it. Like I'm not even gonna think about the number anymore. It's like, that's gonna be it. And then I hit 10K, and then I was like, once I hit 20K, this is gonna be it. And now in my mind, I'm like, once I hit 30K, and it's just like there's this constant thing, and I'm a lot better than what I was but it's almost like one of those things where you kind of like relapse, and I feel like that's what I'm at right now, and I need to kind of like bring myself back down because I'm constantly just looking for the next thing, and I feel really stressed right now, but it's kind of at that stress where it's like I can't really do anything about it and really put a pause on it. It's just like I gotta go with it. And Marie and I were just talking about this on FaceTime this morning too. There's just so much happening, and it's like I just keep telling myself I'm gonna figure it out. Like I always figure it out, I'm gonna figure it out. And I wish that I could, like, I hate keeping things from you. And I wish I could open up about it, but I can't yet. I will eventually. Just know it's nothing bad. It's all like amazing, great things happening. It's just a lot. Like there's almost like so much happening that it's really hard to focus and just like kind of like relish in the one thing. And I'm just like, my brain is in shambles. Like it's everywhere. My cats are also chasing each other right now. So there is that. Another update. I got a new job. So technically I have, I guess, like 3 jobs. So I work, I do like full-time hours. I put a lot of hours into the matter of like social media. There's 2 things that I'm working on behind the scenes. You guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you've heard me, and even on YouTube I've mentioned it. Those are what I refer to as Project A and B. So those 2 things that I'm working on that do pertain to like more so like the influencer content creator realm. I am also obviously a YouTuber. I also Instagram. I do different collaborations over there and I post daily. And then also I have a podcast that will be launching soon. I'm gonna tell you guys over here. So this is gonna be a little like leak, I guess. I haven't said anything over on my Instagram, so if you guys have been following me for a while, you would know I fucking failed in the podcast realm. I truly have. This will be my 3rd time trying to launch a podcast. So I'm really hoping 3rd time's a charm. The 2 previous times I launched one back in 2019, and gosh, how old was I? I'm 19 now. So I was like 16 years old. I was 16 years old whenever I launched the first one, and I did maybe like 6 or 8 episodes, one of those 2. I did a decent amount of episodes and I just kind of like fell off. It's also 2020 came around, you know, like the pandemic. Not really my focus of being a podcaster. So there was that, and then recently I just like rebranded it. I literally did an episode. It was like, I'm back bitches, I think is actually what I titled it. And that was the only episode I released. That was it. My comeback was 1 episode long. So this time it is going to be a little bit different. Both those times it was just me talking, and that's where I kind of run into an issue. I have a really hard time, which is weird because I can carry on for so long when it comes to YouTube, but for some reason when I'm talking to the mic, I kind of freeze up. I don't know why. It's just, it doesn't come as naturally to me as YouTube does, but I kind of freeze up and I can't carry on a conversation with myself over there like I can on YouTube. So I am excited to announce that I will be launching the podcast with a co-host. So there will be 2 hosts now of the podcast. I'm not gonna say yet who, or I'm not gonna say who yet, but that is exciting. I hope you guys are excited as I am. But I will be rebranding the podcast. It is now going to be called The Naked Truth, or The Naked Truth. So yes, that is that. I'm not sure when this video is going to be going up, but you guys can go ahead. It's already up on Apple and Spotify, so you guys can subscribe to it. We don't have an episode released yet, but you guys can go ahead and subscribe. That way you do see it whenever we do finally release our episode, and I'll be sure to announce it over on my Instagram. But that is that. That's an exciting thing. What I was saying, so my jobs, back to that. So those are kind of like a lot of the things that I do. So like I said, Project A, B, and then I also YouTuber, Instagram, and podcast. So I have like 5 positions within here. Not to mention, it's a one-woman show, guys. I'm my accountant, I am my manager, I am my graphic designer, I'm my videographer, I'm my photographer. Like, there is truly so much that goes into this. So I do that. So that's a full-time job within itself. And then I also work at a part-time job. So basically it's a form of sales. So it's not like I'm selling something, so it's kind of like retail in a way, but not like your typical idea of retail. That's all I'm really gonna say, because like I said, I don't really want to put out where I'm working on online. Yeah, so that's that. But my new job that I just got is also a server job. So I've been kind of wanting this for the past couple months, just because, being truthful, I do really good in a server position. I used to be a server for years before COVID, and I'm very much so. I'm a people person, and I do good basically whenever it comes to kind of controlling my wage, because I am nice, and that's something I take pride in. I'm good at my job when it comes to serving. I'm really good at serving, so I like that I have control of how much I'm making. So like, if I need more money, I have control of that. Like, just being the best possible server I can be, like I can make more money that way, versus whenever I'm at an hourly job, I'm really limited there, and it's just like, yeah, you just kind of got that base pay, and that's what you got to roll with. So I did get a server job. So I don't know, it's gonna be hard to balance things coming up, but hopefully in the coming months, if the server job continues to go well, then I will quit my other job, and I'll just kind of continue on serving and doing, obviously, social media until I can take social media full time and feel comfortable with that income. So that is kind of that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the next couple months are gonna go when it comes to how busy I'm gonna be with all of this work and a couple other things, like I've said, happening. Financially though, why I got another job, like I just need to do this. The things that I've been saying are coming up. They are it's scary. It's really scary for me, because they're very large financial investments, like not only within me, but also like my business. So in order to do that, I don't make enough off social media to fund that. So I have to then work multiple jobs so that I'm able to actually fund that. So that's kind of what I need to do right now, but it's okay. I just know, like, I need to do it, so I'm gonna do it. So that's kind of that. So bear with me as we kind of just weather these next couple months of life, figure out this season. And yeah, I really don't know how it's gonna be, but I'm excited to go on this new little adventure, we shall call it. So I don't know how content's gonna be, I'm gonna be honest. I'm all over the place, you guys. I'm really all over the place. I feel so grounded in my mind, and like I'm like, okay, I got my head on, like I know what I'm doing, I'm starting, like I'm getting the ball rolling on things, but at the same time I feel like my brain is just in absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. And I've spoke about this briefly once again on my Instagram, but lately I've just been feeling imposter syndrome. Like I kind of feel like to the max, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, actually, what am I doing? I don't know. I just kind of, why am I about to cry? Why am I about to cry right now? I don't know. I don't know. There's just a lot, and I feel really overwhelmed. But it's that, and I know I've talked about this to family and stuff, and like obviously Maria's my best friend, and like talking about it whenever I say I'm overwhelmed, and you guys over on my Instagram are so sweet and so kind. You're like, take a break. Like, that's fine, just take a break. But it's not that simple, because you can't just take a break, and I feel like a lot of you know that. Like, for instance, whenever you're overwhelmed and you're just really tired, you can't just call off work. Like, your bills still need to get paid, things still need to get done. You can't just stop. Like, just because you're feeling a certain way, there's a certain, I'm gonna find it now. I gotta find it to show you this. Okay, guys, I found literally this audio. It's not the one I was thinking about, but I also want to show you guys this one. It, like, I posted this on my Instagram, but truly, like, it fucking hits home for me.
That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind. That's the hardest thing in the world.
That audio, that's how I feel lately. That's how I feel now. It's like, I don't know, it's fucking hard, guys. It's really fucking hard. That is kind of that. That's where we're at. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update, a little insight, how I'm feeling, how I'm doing. But I'm thankful. I'm really thankful for every, like, I I feel like a lot of this sounds ungrateful, but like I said, like I'm entirely thankful for just all the things in my life, and a lot of this is good stuff. I have some new fun partnerships coming up that I'm really excited for, and I have an exciting announcement that hopefully I'll be able to announce soon. I don't 100% know where. Everything's still kind of in the works with that, but hopefully. See, and I feel bad. I hate having so many secrets from you guys, but like, I kind of got to, so that's that. But just know I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm just a little overwhelmed, but it's fine. Like I said, it's the season. It'll pass. We're gonna work through it, get it figured out. So that is that. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Okay guys, so I decided I'm actually not gonna end this video off quite yet. Ignore my dirty dishes over there. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm making for lunch. Easy little go-to meals just to spice this video up a little bit, kind of bring you guys some value there. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm making for lunch. Okay, sorry it's very loud in my kitchen, but over here obviously I just have some veggies sauteing. I got a nice dirty cup over here from when I mixed my creamer this morning. But basically what I do, I just keep frozen veggies in the freezer. So in here you can kind of see they're all frozen. There's like yellow squash, zucchini, onion, orange bell pepper, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, all in there. And I also have a jalapeno, and then I also have some frozen corn, and I just literally toss all of that into a pan with some avocado oil. And I also have the oven at 455 right now. So I'm just gonna kind of like saute all this up so that way it's really cooked. And then once everything is cooked completely, and I usually kind of like to brown the veggies a little bit, I just prefer it that way, then I'm gonna throw it onto a pizza crust. I've never tried this brand before, so I just literally grabbed these ones from Aldi's. They're like little mini pizza crusts. Says one serving size is, so it's 390 calories per crust, but that's also with the sauce. I'm not using the sauce that comes in here. I have my own sauce that I use, so. Okay guys, I just finished. I pulled this bad boy out of the oven and topped it with yogurt ranch. I swear it doesn't look that good, but it's phenomenal. Although the meat is quite processed in it, I will not lie about that. There is heaps of micronutrients. Like I literally just loaded up with veggies, and I am not someone, I used to always think that I hated like onions, literally onions, peppers, and jalapenos, the main core veggies that I have on here. I used to always be like, oh my god, no, I hate those, I can't eat those. No, I've learned how to cook things. Literally just like cook the stuff, and then when you mask it with other sauces, flavors, and like, yeah, just stuff like this, like you literally can't even taste it. So the bottom, I'm not a fan of this new crust that I tried out. I'm definitely gonna go back to my old kind, so not ideal. My go-to lunch.